What's up, you lovely people? Frank will here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. I apologize a little bit for my voice. It's a little bit the heat and the cold and the rain and the heat, but we're still good. So let's focus on the video of today. So where are we? Well, as you remember, we had done a few videos on Ezra Miller, and he was at the center of different controversies from allegedly kidnapping young women against their will, even though some of them came forward and said that they were not taken against their will, but there were other kind of stuff going on with this guy, which, apart from incident and dancing videos and arguments and whatnot, there was a sort of speculation in regards whether or not this person might have had, let's say, burnout, some issues, some problems. So it comes as no surprise, actually, that after all this sort of controversial stuff that was going on, and still Warner Brother not firing him from The Flash, which the title character he plays will release a new movie soon, apparently. So it seems like, coming to no surprise that this guy would come forward and say, you know what? I need some help. I need some mental health treatment. And here we go. Ezra Miller, the Flash star, seeking treatment for mental health issues. I read another article describing like difficult mental health issues. So, having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I'm suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment, Miller said. I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. Miller, who is non binary and uses they them pronouns, added, I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life. Miller's statement comes after a string of legal issues that have kept the actor in the headlines and their future on the big screen in question. There. In March, Miller was arrested in Hilo, in Hawaii, and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after an incident at the bar, according to the Hawaii County Police Department. Miller paid 500 jing 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 bail and was released from custody, according to local police. So earlier the same day, Miller was arrested for second-degree assault following an incident at a private residence in the district of Puna, near the town of Paoa, according to the Hawaii Police Department. So the guy was in deep. So Miller is ordered to appear in Vermont Superior Court on September 26 for an arraignment on the burglary charges, the release said. In light of the incident, Warner Bros., the studio behind The Flash, which, like CNN, is owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, has faced question about Miller's future in the role of the iconic character. So it's interesting to see, like, now what they're gonna, talk about it in terms of what this guy have. I have to admit, to me, it feels like this was the only possible way out of a complete disaster. I'm not going to go in depth in whether or not I agree with this guy or not, what he's doing, how he's conducting his life, in regards also of this woman from this community um, that he took with him, and there are speculations surrounding that of grooming and so on and so forth. Despite all of that, um, it seemed like the only way that you could basically save your butt, you know, um, and maybe just true. It's probably just true. The guy probably he's going through some kind of stuff, and it's just all over the place. And it seems like those arguments in Hawaii and the fine seems all only to corroborate that type of diagnosis here. Like somebody is somehow like in need of some treatment. It's a little bit vague, of course, because the spectrum of mental health issues can range by something very severe as depression to clinical depression or other things. So it's also a little bit of term thrown out there nowadays to kind of classify yourself as somebody in need of help. And I'm not saying it's wrong, but in the context of somebody that perhaps is carrying out things that potentially be criminal, it also feels like it's a good way of getting out of it, getting out of the heat. I'm just saying this, but like I said, it could be also the guy is really messed up. So we will see where it leads. In a way, personally, I think it's a good thing because if this person is going through some shit, it's good that some professional keep an eye on him for his sake and the people around him, the people that love him, the people he loves, and so on and so forth. So there's something very interesting, something very interesting, right? Something interesting about the Fantastic Beast and the Secret of Dumbledore, which was released in April, which is the movie where also Miller appeared and when Johnny Depp wasn't. Um, and now there are rumors that Johnny Depp might be reprising his character in this franchise. So at the moment, I'm not sure if it's just a rumor. I've seen some headlines going around about this, but we will see what it comes out of it. So, guys, do you think this is a little bit of a, let's say, a damage control plan uh, in order to save this person's career, and also Warner Brothers asked for the investment they've done in the Flash, which if you have to scrap it completely means a lot of gin lost and also a lot of revenue if the movie will be successful. So really interesting to see how this is going to pan out. For me, you see that there's been a very unfair treatment of stuff. Um, that seemed like Warner Brothers has been much more, let's say, condoning and tolerant of this actor behavior, which is on their roster, including AH, which is still somehow part of Aquaman 2. Um, and instead of JD, which was literally fired basically instantly when just allegations came out, now known to be false. So keep that in mind. Let me know your thoughts on this. Also, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, suggest some other things you want to see as a video. And again, apologize for the voice. I'm going to be back soon. So take care of yourself. Ciao.